Hello and welcome back to the More Connection audio newsletter. We are here where faith, business, and authorship come together to help you walk boldly in your assignment. I am your host, Sharice N. Johnson Moore, and today I want to talk to my fellow authors about something that often gets overlooked after the excitement of publishing fads. What happens next? We just wrapped up my 30-day YouTube series, Post Publishing Power Moves, and now we're moving into the next phase. My brand new 4-part webinar series, Publish Now What? Kicking off this Saturday, September the 6th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Over the next month, I'll be guiding you step by step on how to truly leverage your book with impact, visibility, and income. This week, we're starting with one of the most important foundations, budgeting for authors. Because here's the truth, your book is not just a passion project, it's also a business, and you need to treat it like one. So, before we get into our topic, I want to say congratulations on all of your accomplishment of getting your book published, and now you have it in your hand or you can see it on the screen. Whether it is a paperback, a ebook, a hardback, or it's an audiobook, congratulations on your accomplishment. So, get your pen, paper, tablet, however you're going to take notes, and let's deep dive into the topic of the day, budgeting for authors, here on the More Connection audio newsletter for this week. All right, now, come on, let's get busy. Dive into a story that sings. Oceans of Thoughts, Book 2, a wave of smooth intensity, captivating energy, and a historical movement of a musical decade. This time, celebrated Dominican author Rosalind Severine McLean takes us on a vivid, unforgettable journey telling the story of the first female band of Dominica. Feel the rhythm, taste the triumph, live the trials, and celebrate the victories that shaped a decade of music and culture on the Nature Isle. Her lyrical poetry awakens every sense with glowing colors, rich tastes, and the authentic soul of Dominica woven into every page. Whether you want to hold the beauty in your hands, download it instantly, or let the words surround you in sound, Oceans of Thoughts, Book 2 is waiting for you. Get your copy today, paperback, Kindle, or listen to audiobook on Amazon. Or you can visit oceansofthoughts.com/books to explore more. Oceans of Thoughts, Book 2. Let the music, the poetry, and the history move you. All right, now, get your pen and pad ready. However, you're going to take notes with this one, because it is so important to us that we as authors understand what a budget is, okay? So you may want to ask yourself why budgeting matters for authors. Why budgeting matters for authors, okay? Publishing isn't the finish line. To keep your book alive, you need a plan for ongoing marketing, events, and visibility. Okay? You need to have a plan for these things to be doable. Some of us may work 9 to 5s, some of us do this full time, but we all know that it is an investment required when you become an entrepreneur. It doesn't matter what the entrepreneur venture is, you will always need money, and you also will need a budget. Okay? So, why you need a budget? is because you got hidden costs of authorship. You have a hidden cost of authorship. Expenses don't end at editing and cover design. Think ads, websites, podcast interviews, book fairs, and professional services. Think about it. You're going to need somebody to maybe make you graphic art designs for your launch. You may need someone to make you graphic art designs for your newsletter because it looks very professional when you have a professional banner at the top of your newsletter for when you send it out. Okay. You will maybe want to pay for podcast interviews. Pay for the podcast interviews. You may have to pay for vendor tables to go to book fairs. Um, there are numerous lists of things that you will encounter that you didn't think that you had to pay for, but it is necessary for these expenses. Okay. Income streams beyond book sales. Income streams beyond book sales. Your book can open doors to speaking engagements, consulting, workshops, and collaboration. Budgeting helps you reinvest strategically. Remember that word, reinvest, okay? Because the money from your book sales make way for you to reinvest. That means, pour the money back into your business so you can travel, so you can go and be at speaking engagements, that you can pay for the payment when they ask you to speak at an event, or you're going out of town to a vendor's event, or you're going you want to do consulting, and there are some expenses along with that. Workshops. You may want to have somebody be the behind the scenes person for your workshop, whether it's virtual or live. There's always a way to reinvest your earnings from your book sales back into the business. Okay. Then we're going to do how budgeting builds confidence. How budgeting builds confidence. Knowing your numbers keeps you from feeling stuck or blindsided. It can keep you from feeling stuck or blindsided. It positions you as an author who runs their book like a business, that runs their book like a business. And sometimes we get so enthralled and so enamored, and we done became an author and things of that nature, that we completely sometimes forget that we sometimes we think that, okay, I've spent all the money. I spent all my money. Okay, I spent money to get this book published, to get the graphic art designer, do the book cover, the copyright, the ISBN, and all that. But there are other expenses that do come into play. It positions you as an author that knows who runs their business book like a business. Okay, that means when you keep up with your money and you keep up with your ledgers, your income ledgers, what's going out, expenses, income, profit, losses, that is the proper way to proper way to keep record of your investments, of what you're bringing in and what is going out. Okay, the Author Budget Worksheet tool. This week's free resource helps you plan, track, and manage expenses so you can move forward with clarity. The Author Budget Worksheet tool. This week's free resource helps you plan, track, and manage expenses so you can move forward with clarity. The only way you can get this Author Budget Worksheet tool is if you are subscribed to my newsletter. If you're subscribed to the actual newsletter, the More Connection newsletter I send out every Monday, that is how you can receive free things from me. Is please sign up for the More Connection newsletter. That is, I send out an email newsletter every Monday. And I put in special little giveaways for authors, for entrepreneurs, that help them, help you with your credibility, help you with your visibility, and help you not struggle, but to give you a upper hand of what's to come when you become a author. And it is so important that we do keep up with our budget. So this is a plus I want to give you. When you first become an author, see if you can find you a bookkeeper or an accountant to keep up with your profit and losses. This is an expense that will save you time and money. Find you a bookkeeper or an accountant, certified public accountant, that can keep up with your income when you become an author. It's no time like the present, okay? Because Uncle Sam gonna want his money. Uncle Sam gonna want to get paid. You want to keep this income where you want to show it on your taxes, where you can add this income with the income. If you have a 9 to 5 and you have outside income, you can put that on the tax return paper when they ask you got extra income and you got other income coming in besides this 9 to 5 check. Okay, I just want to give y'all heads up with that one. Okay, so the 5 things we talked about today in this audio newsletter is why budgeting matters for authors, hidden costs of authorship, income streams beyond book sales, and how budgeting builds confidence. The Author Budget Worksheet tool, which is free if you receive my More Connection newsletter. The email newsletter, the More Connection. Okay, so if you would like to sign up for, like to subscribe to the newsletter, please click the link in the description box in the podcast description box. I will put that in the description box for you. Okay, and and this is one thing I want to say to authors. Yes, sometimes keeping up with the money might be kind of stressful. But if you get the following apps, I'm giving y'all some extra stuff in this broadcast, okay? Okay, now here is a list of free accounting software for starters. Okay? You got Wave, a top choice for freelancers, solo authors, and very small businesses. This cloud-based platform offers unlimited invoicing, expense tracking, and bank connections, all for free, forever. Add-ons like payroll and credit card processing are optional and paid. I want to tell you that one again. It's called Wave, a top choice for freelancers, solo authors, and very small businesses. This cloud-based platform offers unlimited invoicing, expense tracking, and bank connections, all for free forever. Add-ons like payroll, credit card processing are optional and paid. Number 2, ZipBooks. Got a starter plan. Designed with beginners in mind, for the free starter plan allows unlimited invoicing, bookkeeping, and customer vendor management. The interface is intuitive and basic reports like profit and losses and balance sheets are included. Okay. Number 3, gun cash. Gun cash. That's spelled GNU, cash. Gun cash. Okay, I think that's the way they pronounce it. A robust open source option suitable for personal and small business accounting. Gun cash supports double entry bookkeeping, investment tracking, and detail rich financial reports. Though it has a steeper learning curve and is desktop based. Okay. Gun cash. That's number 3. Now, number 4 is Money Management X. Money Management X. Another open source tool ideal for freelancers or solopreneurs seeking simplicity. It offers expense tracking and basic reporting and runs locally, even portable via USB, making it lightweight and privacy friendly. Okay. Then you got number 5, K My Money. K My Money or Home Bank. For those using Linux, Mac OS, or Windows, these free tools work well. K My Money, a desktop double entry system with support from multiple accounts, categorization, reconciliation, and investment tracking. Home Bank, focused on personal finance with intuitive reports, charts, and simple transaction management, great for beginners. Okay, so um, I the one I use is ZipBook Starter because it's free. I was using Zip Books, ZIP Books, Zip Books. I was using QuickBooks, but QuickBooks has a fee to it, so I had to change my way of thinking to cut down on my expenses in my business to make it suitable for me. Okay, I always say make sure you have, when you do your budget, check out these free apps. Check out the apps that's free. Check out the things that you can do for free that'll cut down your expenses as an author when you want to get in when it comes to your money. When it comes to your money, okay? I hope that you enjoyed I hope you enjoyed this information I shared with you today. And I want to say that please sign up for the Publish Now What free webinar. It starts in September. It's a 4-part series set for September the 6th, September the 13th, September the 20th, and the 27th. And each Saturday, they are Saturdays in the month of September. So come out, gleam. You'll get a whole lot of free stuff, giveaways, things like that. Get plenty of information. And this walks us into what we're going to talk about during the first day of the free webinar, which is about budgeting. Okay. So I just want to let y'all know what we're doing, what we're walking into, what's going on. I like to keep y'all informed of what knowledge that I will be sharing. And I hope you enjoyed the knowledge and the information that I shared with you today for your More Connection audio newsletter. I want to say thank you to everyone and sign up for the More Connection newsletter, email newsletter, because that's where get some free stuff. Free. Okay. All right. I love you all, and I hope you have a blessed day. All right. Okay. Talk to y'all next time on the More Connection audio newsletter. Bye, babies. Are you ready to rediscover who you are, to unlock a new level of self-worth and confidence? Coming to Loving Yourself by Sharice N. Johnson Moore is the book for you. This isn't just a book, it's a journey, a heartfelt guide crafted to help you embrace who you are, heal old wounds, and realize the power of self-love. Sharice N. Johnson Moore shares her own powerful story of transformation, inspiring readers with honesty and wisdom. Coming to Loving Yourself offers you the tools to build self-confidence, overcome life's challenges, and celebrate the incredible person you truly are. Imagine finally letting go of self-doubt and stepping into a life filled with purpose and joy. If you're ready to start loving yourself, this is the book for you. Get your copy of Coming to Loving Yourself today and start the journey that will transform your life. Available now on ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com or Barnes & Nobles and Amazon, because true success begins with loving yourself. Remember, publishing your book is just the beginning. It's what you do after that truly defines your author journey. Join me this Saturday, September the 6th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for part 1 of my free webinar series, Publish Now What? We'll dive deeper into budgeting for authors and how to set your book up for long-term success. This has been the More Connection audio newsletter, and I am Sharice N. Johnson Moore, reminding you to walk boldly, show up consistently, and steward the gift God has given you. Until next time, peace, love, and blessings. All right, babies. I'll talk to y'all later. All right, bye.